Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Cincinnati Bearcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Badgers offense will have first crack at this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Connors. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Makes the grab. It's Lincoln. Smashes through the tackle. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So Cincinnati's offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game.
Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the...
Oh, out of space. The tag. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hand off from the gun. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Firing to the right, complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point is good.
14, Wisconsin, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you...
Intercepted! Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him. Trying to take it back. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Here's the pressure. Got it inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Waddle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Off-play action on 1st down. Under fire. He'll try to turning it on.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Nice throw, create some space.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue.
Looking for a deep man. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Got it. looking for the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper, fighting off the defender. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Quarterback making adjustments. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader, and he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Still looking on the move. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback. On the quarterback and going and getting that big play.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Got the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Badgers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
Yeah, and I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense, but this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, Dave. There he goes!
Is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything
you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'd say a better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Badgers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle.
He's got it on the left, and they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The RPO fired complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Rivers.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
We need this. Let's do it.
And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Oh, it's a fumble.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up 4th down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get the...
Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The sure hands. It's Lincoln. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lincoln.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you with the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Pressure coming. Got it behind the line. It's Lincoln. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Lincoln. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. All the way back to the 15. Slips through the line. Goes upstairs. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense. Back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to...
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. With the catch, it's Connors. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Badgers Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good...
And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Waddle. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And they swarm him under.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
They get to him as he throws.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. A quick pass to the left. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Quick strike complete.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got a man. Powers through the defender. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. It's a fake he wants to throw. And it's caught. Can he get to the marker? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for space. It's Lincoln. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. The Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Off the RPO, complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-starting this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Quick release by the QB. At midfield, he's got room. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Grab behind the line. It's Gate. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Badgers are on the move. And the quick shuffle pass. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating for the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. They want to throw it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. Turning it up. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive? They're trailing by 18 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lincoln. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw.
Illegal blocking.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Badgers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Third down play from the gun. He lets one fly deep. Touchdown, Wisconsin! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Bearcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle. It stops. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of...
There he goes. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He breaks a tackle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Forced out of the pocket. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Snake gets it done. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lincoln. Got room at the 35. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Badgers have it with a first and goal. He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They want that clock to run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.